of the of the face first of all. We have the top here. This is frontalis, and on the back completion of this muscle called occipitalis. In between, I have the aponeurosis. We name it Gallia aponeurotica. This white thing, Gallia aponeurotica. Okay, and then you go to the front. We'll use this another video. Okay, around your eyes you have orbicularis oculi for eye closure, and then on the sides like this is the masseter. You clench your teeth, you can feel it. And then I have another one that makes the blowing of your cheek called buccinator. When you blow your teeth, your cheek like that. Around the mouth cavity, we have the orbicularis oris. So muscles, one more time. Temporalis, no, this is frontalis, this is occipitalis, and by the middle, they have what's called Gallia aponeurotica, the white band between, which is the insertion. On the side of the face, I have temporalis. On the sides of your face also, we name all these muscles as muscles of facial expression. So we have orbicularis oculi around the eye, orbicularis oris around the mouth, masseter, and then buccinator on this. Muscles on the neck. We have the thyroid gland located here. Okay? We have 3 muscles on each side covering the thyroid gland. The longest from the sternum to the hyoid bone. This is the white hyoid bone. So the name is easy, sternohyoid. Deep to it, from the sternum to the thyroid cartilage or Adam's apple. Sternothyroid. It should be deep to this, so I have to remove this. And then from the thyroid to the hyoid, short muscle, thyrohyoid. One more time, sternohyoid, sternothyroid, and then thyrohyoid. Little bit lateral, I have the big muscle. Here you go. It takes origin from both clavicle and sternum, and it ends into the mastoid process in the back of your ear, and that's why its name is sternocleidomastoid. Sternocleidomastoid. A landmark, you have the vein, you'll find it in your cat, called the external jugular vein. Got it? External jugular vein in your neck. It's a landmark, especially if you dissect the cat, it's going to be very easy. And then we have chest wall muscles. The other one was more clear. I have pectoralis major, of course, is removed from this mannequin. Deep to it, I have pectoralis minor. It's deep to the middle, 1/3 of this. Pectoralis major takes all this area. Pectoralis minor is this one. And then, sides of the chest wall. This muscle is called serratus anterior. It interdigitates with one of the abdominal wall muscles, which we are going to discuss, external oblique. So that's the serratus anterior. If you go to the abdominal wall muscles, anterior abdominal wall, we have 2 oblong muscles. This is one of them, called rectus abdominis. Rectus abdominis. We have another rectus in the thigh. Rectus abdominis, as you see, is divided by these white things. What are these? This is a tendon. Once the tendon in between the flesh, so we're going to name these as tendinous intersections. You call it, in the street, 6 bags. Is no more here. So here are tendinous intersections. Each rectus on this side and on that side is covered with a membrane called rectus sheath. The 2 rectus sheath unite by the middle into this white line. We call it linea alba. So that is the linea alba. And then you go to the abdominal wall muscles, the 3 more lateral than the rectus. One, the fibers running as if you put your hand into your pocket. So the fibers are running downwards, forwards, and medially. This is the external oblique muscle. Deep to it, if I remove that one, I have another one going in the opposite direction, internal oblique. Deep to all, I have one running transversely, transversus abdominis. These are all abdominal wall muscles. We have here the deltoid. We'll discuss it with the upper extremity. I still have here the muscle that makes your posterior axillary fold. Your axilla or your armpit, it has an anterior fold and a posterior fold. This is the muscle of the posterior fold called latissimus dorsi. The back, I have a triangular shaped muscle on each side called trapezius. This is one of these trapezius, is removed on that side. The two of them can make a diamond shape in the back of the neck and the upper chest wall. If you go to your butt, we have the outermost external gluteus maximus, the largest. Deep to it, right away, this one, gluteus medius, midway. Deep to all, gluteus minimus. So we have maximus, medius, and minimus. For the upper extremity, muscles, we just mentioned we have the deltoid muscle, makes the roundness of your shoulder. And then this is the forearm, this is the upper arm. This is the forearm, this is the upper arm. The forearm, leave it when we discuss this. Upper arm, I have the biceps brachii. Brachii because of this artery, brachial artery. Biceps, it has two heads. This is one and this is one. Back of upper arm, I have the triceps made of three heads. 1 and 2 and 3. Back of the upper arm. I may have one here called brachialis. Brachialis. Why? The artery runs right away anterior to it. If you go to the muscles of the forearm that everybody complains of, it's easy if you know the rules. Most medial, what's the name of the bone on most medial? Ulna. The bone on most lateral? Radius. So any muscle on that side, you call it ulnaris. Any muscle on that side, you call it radialis. Okay? They all make flexion of this hand. So you can name it flexor. And they all end in the carpal bones.